Stephen Curry and LeBron James on the same team. That sounds like something from a video game. But now, according to reports and speculation circulating around the NBA, the Golden State Warriors could be interested in making a serious run at LeBron James this offseason. And here is where it gets even crazier. According to Siegel, Curry and LeBron are reportedly expected to meet in the coming weeks to discuss a potential team up in Golden State. Now, let's be very clear from the start. This is not a done deal. This is not confirmed as an official move. This is a rumor, a report, and a major offseason storyline. But if Curry is really involved in recruiting LeBron James to the Warriors, then this could become one of the biggest stories in the NBA, because we are talking about two of the greatest players of all time possibly joining forces at the end of their careers. And whether you love it or hate it, the NBA world would completely explode. The reason this story is getting so much attention is simple. LeBron James could become one of the biggest names on the market, and the Warriors are being linked to him as a possible destination. According to reports shared by ClutchPoints and discussed by Siegel, league sources have indicated that Golden State is open to the idea of targeting LeBron James. That alone is enough to make fans go crazy, because the Warriors are not just any team. This is Stephen Curry's team. This is Draymond Green's team. This is a franchise that already changed modern basketball. And now the idea of adding LeBron James to that mix sounds absolutely insane. Curry and LeBron have spent years competing against each other. They battled in NBA finals. They defined an entire era. They became the faces of modern basketball. But after playing together for Team USA and winning Olympic gold in Paris, the conversation changed. Fans got to see what Curry and LeBron looked like as teammates. And now the question is obvious. What if they did it in the NBA? According to Siegel, Steph Curry and LeBron James are reportedly expected to meet in the coming weeks to discuss a potential team-up with the Warriors. Again, this does not mean LeBron is going to Golden State, but it does mean the idea is serious enough to be discussed. And that matters, because if Curry is personally involved, that gives the Warriors something most teams do not have. They do not just have cap calculations, they do not just have a roster pitch, they have Stephen Curry. And if Curry calls LeBron and says, let's try to win one more championship together, that is not a normal free agency pitch. That is one legend talking to another legend. At this stage of LeBron's career, the question is not just about money. It is about legacy. It is about winning. It is about the final chapter. It is about whether he believes he can still compete for another championship. And if Golden State can convince him that playing with Curry gives him the best chance to win ring number 5, then this conversation becomes very real. Now, this is where things get complicated. According to Tim Kawakami of the San Francisco Standard, the Warriors may have a path to offer LeBron around the non-taxpayer mid-level exception, which is projected to be around $15.1 million. That would allow Golden State to pursue LeBron without completely destroying the roster. But here's the problem. That number is far below what LeBron made with the Lakers. LeBron earned more than $50 million in the previous season. So if the Warriors can only offer around $15 million, LeBron would have to take a massive pay cut to make this happen. And that is why this is not simple. The basketball fit is exciting, but the money is a major obstacle. The Lakers can offer much more. The Lakers have the financial advantage. And if LeBron wants to maximize his salary, Golden State probably cannot compete. But if LeBron is willing to sacrifice money for one final championship push, then the Warriors become a very interesting option. From Golden State's perspective, this move makes sense for one reason. Their championship window is almost closed. Stephen Curry is still elite, but time is not on his side. Draymond Green is older. The Warriors are no longer the dominant dynasty they once were. And after a disappointing season, the front office has to ask a serious question. Do we have enough to truly contend? If the answer is no, then they need a bold move. And there are not many moves bigger than LeBron James. Even at 41 years old, LeBron is still one of the smartest and most impactful players in the league. He can control the game, he can create shots, he can run offense, he can make life easier for Curry, and in a playoff series, his experience still matters. Imagine Curry coming off screens, LeBron attacking downhill, Draymond organizing the defense, Jimmy Butler bringing toughness, and Kristaps Porzingis giving them size and shooting. On paper, that is a wild veteran team. It may not be young, it may not be built for the next 5 years, but for one season, that team would be dangerous. Now let's look at this from LeBron's side. Why would LeBron even consider leaving the Lakers? The answer is simple. He wants to win. At this point in his career, LeBron does not have unlimited time. He is chasing one more championship, he is protecting his legacy, and he wants to be in a situation where the front office has a real plan. The Lakers can still bring him back. They can offer more money. They have the Los Angeles market. They have Luka Doncic as a major piece of the future. But the Lakers also have roster questions. How much money should they give LeBron? How do they build around Luka? What happens with Austin Reeves? Can they add enough defense, shooting, and depth? That is where things get interesting. If LeBron looks at the Lakers and does not believe they are close enough to a championship, he may listen to other options. And if Curry and Draymond are recruiting him personally, Golden State at least gets a conversation. That does not mean they are the favorite, but it means the door may not be completely closed. But let's be honest, the Lakers still have the advantage. Financially, they can offer LeBron much more money than the Warriors. They also have the relationship, the history, the brand, and the ability to keep him in Los Angeles. According to the reports, the Lakers project to have significant cap flexibility this summer, but they also have big decisions to make. They have to think about LeBron, they have to think about Austin Reeves, they have to think about building around Luka, and they have to decide how much money they are willing to commit to a 41-year-old superstar. That is the chess game. If the Lakers offer LeBron a strong deal and a serious championship plan, he probably stays. But if they hesitate, if they lowball him, if they cannot convince him that they are ready to win now, then teams like the Warriors and Cavaliers become much more interesting. Another team that cannot be ignored is the Cleveland Cavaliers. LeBron returning to Cleveland would be emotional. That would be the full circle ending. He started there. He won a championship there. He became a legend there. So if LeBron truly explores the market, Cleveland will always be part of the conversation. But the Warriors are different. Cleveland offers nostalgia. Golden State offers Curry. And that is why this rumor is so powerful. Because Curry and LeBron together is not just another free agency story. It is an NBA event. It is the type of storyline that would dominate ESPN, social media, podcasts, YouTube, and every basketball debate show in America. Here is my honest take. I do not think the Warriors are the most likely destination for LeBron James. The Lakers still make the most sense financially, but I also do not think this story is impossible because at this point in LeBron's career, winning may matter more than anything else. If he believes the Lakers cannot build a real title contender, and if Curry personally sells him on one final championship run, then Golden State has a chance to make this interesting. The biggest problem is the money. LeBron would have to take a major pay cut. And that is the part that makes this difficult. But from a basketball and legacy perspective, Curry and LeBron together would be must-watch television. It would be one of the craziest final chapters we have ever seen. And even if it only lasted one season, the entire NBA would stop and watch. So now I want to know what you think. Should LeBron James leave the Lakers to team up with Steph Curry? Would Curry and LeBron make the Warriors championship contenders again? Or is this just another crazy offseason rumor? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you want more NBA trade rumors, free agency news, and bold basketball debates, make sure to subscribe. Because if LeBron really enters the market, this offseason could get completely wild.